War II, one of the greatest wars fought in history. They say that only a handful of mistakes were made by the Axis in order to conquer the world. Now, because of historicalboardgaming.com, they have put those decisions in the hands of its players to determine the outcome once again of World War II. Me and 3 other friends will now play this game and show you to our understanding of the rules of how it's played. At the beginning, Germany starts with 52 IPCs. With those, they buy 10 tanks and have 2 IPCs left over. For Germany's first combat move, they move 1 mechanized infantry into Hungary and Romania to activate its minor Axis countries, following an infantry, tank, and TAC bomber into Denmark. A transport takes an infantry and a tank and meets a bomber in Norway. Germany makes advances into West Poland, along with Warsaw and Holland. Germany prevails in all of its attacks. After Germany's first blitz impulse, they do their non-combat move. Ships move toward the north to prepare for an attack on the British fleet. Southern cruiser moves toward African transport to destroy it, and all planes are brought back to Germany. Infantry moves south and Germany prepares for its second impulse. Built tanks are placed in West Germany, and Holland and West Germany move into Reims. While Germany blitzes North Norway, drops an infantry in Finland to activate it, and begins its naval assault. The mech infantry from Romania meets up with the army in Yugoslavia for an attack. Finnish troops move against Russia to protect against it, while a naval attack takes place off the coast. British fleet in the north is destroyed, and all other attacks by Germany are successful. For Germany's non-combat move, it reinforces its shorelines. Units in Poland move south, brings its planes back to Germany, reinforces its troops in Reims, and brings the Finnish plane to support the Finnish troops against Russia. Germany ends its turn. Russia needs to roll 48 IPCs in order to join the war. Combat moves begin with Communist China and Russia on the east side, while on the west, Russia pushes into Finland, the Baltic states, and Poland. All attacks are successful and non-combat moves take place. Japan begins. They make a series of attacks across Asia and push Russia out, along with activating their minor Axis in the south. All battles are won and non-combat moves take place. Conquered territories are marked, new units are placed, and finishes Japan's turn. UK and its allies begin by purchasing the units it needs. Activates its pro-allied territories, and destroys the Axis in Iraq and its naval fleet in the north. British reinforcements are paratrooped into France, while all other purchased units are placed across the map. The UK and its allies end its turn. Being that America is not in the war at the beginning, non-combat moves take place across Asia and the United States. Land units and ships make their way toward Europe to prepare for battle. The Allies continue to lose ground as the Axis push through and invade more Allied land. France falls, and a lot of the minor Allied countries in southern Europe also fall as well. The German cruiser in the south is the only unsuccessful battle. After the fall of France, a Vichy government is established. Many lands and ships are absorbed by Germany, and Italy joins the war, which causes even a bigger problem for the Allies. Reinforcements and new units are placed across the map. Now with France gone, Russia prepares for the worst. More attacks take place in Finland and Japan. Unfortunately, Russia loses all of its battles and gains no ground, and new units are placed across the map. Japan continues to fiercely break through the Chinese defenses as it seems hopeless for China to gain any of its land back. More units are set to pursue the invasion. The British, trying to make a comeback, activate more of their minor allied countries and reclaim some of their lost territories. They try to gain as much land back as possible and scramble up as many land units to defend themselves against the Italian offensive in North Africa. The UK and the Commonwealth brace itself for the Axis's next attacks. Italy drives its entire fleet into the British, hoping to destroy them in the Mediterranean. While other amphibious assaults take place and Italian troops move toward Egypt. All battles are successful while British tries to hold on to North Africa. The Allies realize they're losing land too quickly, and are all put on defensive positions until America can join the war. The fact that America can't join the war yet is hurting the Allies more than they thought it would have. For the Axis, it's a race against the clock to conquer as much as they can before America joins the war. The battle for Russia, one of the biggest turning points for the Axis during World War II. Germany pushes the British out of France once more and surprises Russia with an attack, beginning the Eastern Front war against Russia. Because of the surprise, Russia's defenses become weaker. Germany reclaims lost territory in France and begins its conquest into Russia for Moscow. Germany tries barricading the Mediterranean and places its units across the map. Russia, realizing the trouble they're in, try to push Germany back but fail miserably in all their attempts. Except for the battle that takes place in Finland. Russia is simply not strong enough to regain any of its lost land, and must buy the Allies time if they're going to turn the tide of this war. Japan focuses on eliminating the Allies in the Pacific area. The largest Allied fleet gets destroyed, and corners the last of China and enters India. Russia now faces a two-front war, and slowly makes the Allies weaker in the Pacific. Canada and the UK try to push into France once more, and activate and reinforce any Allied territory before Japan reaches them. More troops are unloaded, and Southern Africa moves its infantry north to support UK against the invading Axis. UK must keep Egypt in order to protect its oil reserves in the east, and all other units advance and are placed. A lot of pressure is on Italy to conquer Egypt, being a vital turning point in the war. Being that Italy was able to successfully take Egypt, things are not looking too good for the Allies, and the course of World War II could be changed. America continues construction, but falls short of just one IPC in order to enter the war. Things are not looking good for the Allies even more. Being that UK and Canada keep attacking France, it is important for Germany to keep the Allies out. They continue to storm Russia and take even more land and resources away from them, making them weaker. Germany seems to be unstoppable. Russia is finally able to make a comeback, moves many units into Axis-taken territory and reclaims them back. Finland finally falls. Russia only fails in trying to push the Japanese back on the east. Japan continues to dominate by taking more important territories across Asia and defeating China. It's only a matter of time before the Allies fail in the Pacific. The UK and the Commonwealth are able to gain some territory and mobilize more units. Italy continues to strive to take Africa. More land is taken, and more units are placed to prepare for next round's battle. Italy helps Germany. America finally joins the war, but it may be too late for the Allies. The end of the war. The Allies once again failed to hold ground in France, and the European Axis began to close in on Russia. Another victory city falls into the hands of the Axis. Stronger SS Panzers are placed, and Germany continues to hold its ground. Russia struggles to gain some of its land back. Only a couple territories are taken back, but nothing strong enough to fight against the massive tank armies that's coming toward Moscow. Holding on to the victory cities are crucial to the Allies' success, but they keep losing them to the Axis each turn. An overpowering Japanese army takes India and takes the rest of the land in China and marches north toward Moscow. The Philippines also fall. 3 more victory cities fall into the hands of the Axis, losing Singapore, India, and the Philippines. The Axis's victory condition is if they take 12 victory cities and hold them for one full turn. But, as it looks, the Allies are too weak to regain any of the victory cities back. Too much land has been lost. Poland has fallen. France has also gone with them. And many other minor Allied territories have also fallen. The Nordic countries are taken. The Allies are incapable of rebuilding any units in North Africa to take it back. For Japan, all of its inland enemies are destroyed. For the Allies, it's a loss, but we're glad that we won the real war.